Matt Hancock. Now, obviously, for YouTube purposes, I have to make sure that I say these words. You can find this information on BBC, Guardian, all over social media. So I have to say this because YouTube will pretend that it's a conspiracy video and give me a strike. So you can find this information anywhere. It's trending on social media. It's trending on the BBC, the Guardian, the Daily Telegraph, okay? So this is not my words. These are what's going around. Matt Hancock said that he wanted people to be frightened. He wanted to stir people up in such a way that they would be complacent. What does it mean by that? You have to look at, what's his name? The psychologist who specialized in brainwashing. I think it was Skinner. I'm sure it was Skinner. Yes. It was Skinner in behavior psychology, how to program people, how to program rats to behave in such a way that when you ring the bell, the rats start to salivate. And then when you stop ringing the bell, when the rat becomes hungry, you don't have to ring the bell anymore. There's other technique he did in order to brainwash the rat. And it was effective. Just like mask, hands, face, etc. It's 6 foot apart, 6 foot here. All that was invented to brainwash the masses. This is not my words. This is Matt Hancock. He says we have to put fear into them. We have to sex it up so we can control them. Now, I want you to imagine, how could the government control you? What's your weakness? What's your weakness? Because what your weakness is how the government will control you in the future. They will use your political weaknesses against you. They'll amplify it. At a certain moment, we're under attack, we're under siege. In other words, they're using a weapon of mass destruction, mental warfare. We saw signs of mental warfare during lockdown, where we were so controlled. We couldn't share information. We couldn't even share ideas from reputable doctors, scholarly doctors, unless you were for the agenda, unless you were reading from the same script, you were shut down. This gave us an idea of how they use fear to control the masses. Use fear and information, controlled information. Hence why they shut down RT News. If you have truth and you're not scared that the truth you have cannot be challenged, then you would share it honestly. You would not shut down other people's opinion. If other people's opinion is so stupid, let them look stupid. You would not shut it down. But the mere fact that people were not allowed to share information from other doctors, other scholars, Nobel Prize winning scientists, because Matt Hancock says this is the format, this is how we're going to play it. We're going to put the fear of God in them, and that's how we're going to control the masses. They're telling us now because we're out of it. In other words, if we were still in it, they would have kept us blind. It's the same thing with the New World Order, Fairy Grove. Same thing. They use fear to control the animals. They use brainwashing tactics. And do you know something? It worked. But in the end, it devastated Fairy Grove because the animals never knew to such degree how they were controlled. You will never know how they control your thoughts, your emotions, your political ideology, your views. You will never know, because every day they experiment on our beliefs, on our minds, every day challenging our values, our faith. He said, Matt Hancock, that he's going to, I'm outside in nature, so I can't remember the exact word he said, but we need to put fear into them. We need to drive, satanic fear, shake them up. By any means necessary. I do remember the conspiracy theorists, people called nutters, when they were saying, this doesn't add up. All the conspiracy theorists were arguing that something is odd. And in the end, the conspiracy theorists were all right. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? The conspiracy theorists were all right all along. I won't mention the V word, but you will see a backlash regarding the V. You will see. Bill Gates love juice. You'll see a backlash. Already they said that they're not going to release the documents for 75 years. 75 years. When everybody's dead and the children today what matter? Which means they're hiding yet again another information from the public. And they want you to believe you're free. They want you to believe you're living in a democracy. They want you to believe that if you go to North Korea, the Western world is worse than North Korea. They kill you with a smile. And they call it freedom and democracy. You haven't got it. And we saw that. We saw the evidence of that during lockdown. And that information was controlled. Yet, they envy our freedom. We envy our freedom. What freedom? Matt Hancock said that he's going to, what was it? He wanted to put fear into people. Not facts, fear. He wants to manipulate the mass using fear. He wants to control your life using fear. And you know how many people fell out with their families over this lie? How many people fell out with their loved ones over this lie? This is how they control us. But, of course, you're free. The same thing was told to the animals in Fairy Grove. But you're free. You have to read it. You see the same thing happening now. I was quite shocked, and I'm unshockable. When I saw the articles everywhere, Matt Hancock says fear. We're going to use fear to manipulate the masses. We're going to use fear to control them. And the word he used, to subdue them and make them complacent. We're going to use fear to make you complacent, to subdue you, to control your mind, to have access to your mind. Probably too late for some of us. Some of us, we put trust in our government. It's too late for half of us. Because we don't understand the weapon of our warfare are mighty. And we don't realize how, I'm going to make loads of videos in this area. These zombie movies and all that. Christians won't watch these because, the pastors are zombie makers. But do you know something? A lot of these zombie movies, etc., whoa, they're powerful. All the government experimenting. It's happening right now. I better, go before somebody call the police on me.